What it is, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you watch this garbage. So I've been debating on getting one of these for quite some time. I'm going to do a little something different today on the channel. I've been debating on getting one of these. I've got torches and grinders and cutters and saws and blah, 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 blah. But I've been wanting a plasma cutter for quite some time. And I've spent a couple of hours till my eyes were sore searching for plasma cutters. They're anywhere from $200 ones all the way up to whatever you want to spend. I decided on this one here, which was like about $275. It came from a company called PrimeWeld. Now, the reason I went with this one was it's inexpensive. I don't plan on really doing anything heavy with it. I really want it for like sheet metal, maybe 10 gauge at the thickest. Now, I did say that this would do up to 1/4 inch, but I really don't see it doing 1/4 inch. It's only a 50 amp one. It does, however, is 110 or 220. So let's get into it. Let's open it up and see what's in the box. What's in the box? Let's find out. I have no idea either. Now, I read a lot of reviews on this one. Now, I did buy this right from this company, PrimeWeld. And the reason I did buy that was a lot of the reviews and on a bunch of groups that I'm on Facebook, on the car groups and a couple welding groups, guys have commented on the consumable parts for your plasma cutter were easy to come by with this company. Customer service was great with this company. And supposedly everything you need is in this box to get started. I've got no idea. But we're going to find out. Let's see what's in box number one. Box number one has got our cord. That's pretty interesting. I'm assuming that's our air hose. Pretty obvious that that's our ground. And looks like we got our torch. I guess a couple extra little consumable parts. So far so good. Let's see what the machine. Oh. But we're men. We don't need that, right? So let's see what else we got. Now, this is a pretty lightweight, small, portable unit. I noticed the box wasn't real heavy, so that's a plus. I'm assuming that's our unit. Now, it looks like it's already got a 220 cord on the back of this bad boy, which is fine with me because I got 220 out here, so 220 or 110. You have to excuse me because I really don't know much about these things. This will actually, I have used one in the past, so I do know how it works. This is the first one I ever owned. And that's kind of why I went with an expensive one, because I don't really see myself using it a whole lot. I'm really good with a torch. I'm kind of old school. But I got a buddy of mine who has a body shop, and he swears by these things. So, it looks pretty basic. I mean, looks like we already got a hookup on there, a regulator. Looks like we can pretty much plug this bad boy in the wall and start to use it. Looks pretty basic. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up and peep it out for here for a hot second and see what's going on, and then try to light this thing up, see if it'll work. Like I said, the reason I went with this one, it was cheaper. Now, there were some cheaper ones on Amazon, but my problem I've had with Amazon is if you've ever tried to return something to them, it's a nightmare. This unit, supposedly, the company is supposed to be very easy to deal with. Returns and parts and stuff are supposed to be fairly easy. Again, a bunch of people that I have seen talking about these units really swore by this little guy as being a good unit. Now, my buddy that has one said that he does notice that, and again, some of you guys may already have one. You may already know this information. This is kind of new to me. Like I said, I have used one and played with one before, but never owned one. He said on heavier stuff, it does work better on 220 versus a 110. He knows it would kick the breaker or sometimes just didn't have enough amperage. So he said the 220 actually was a nice option. When I was describing the unit to him, he said that the 220 would probably be where I would want to be if I'm going to try doing anything a little heavier. So let's give me a few minutes to throw this thing together. There's no sense in you sitting here watching the boring stuff. I'll be right back. All right, so I got it all together. It was just a matter of plugging all the leads in and plugging it into the wall and putting some air to it. And there's our unit right there. Pretty basic. Now I just got hooked up to the 110 right now. As my luck would have it, my 220 plug is actually different. Yeah, go figure. So I'll have to, I don't know, figure something out. Make some kind of bullshit adapter. I did play with it here for a second. Just playing with it on this piece of pipe just to see how it works. And works good. I'm not real good at it, but it works. I think for the money, for what this thing cost, so far so good. I don't really see any issues, really. It cuts metal, which is what it's supposed to do. Let's check them out. Of course, 15 things got to be in my way. Story of my life. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you pick it up what I'm putting down? Now the air runs for a second and then the air will shut off on its own. Seems to work all right. I think once I get better hand on things, I'll be able to do a little better. Like I said, I'm just playing with it right now, but I don't know what, I've got it set on 25-ish. And again, it's just a piece of exhaust pipe, so this isn't real heavy. But it kind of gives you an idea of what it'll do. I really don't see myself doing anything really any heavier than this with this machine. So I don't think I'll have an issue with it. I think for what I paid, like I said, it was around $275, but if you signed up for their newsletter, you got 25% off, 15% or something off. So I saved a few dollars. Again, the company's called Prime Weld. They got all kinds of other widgets and gadgets and welders and all kinds of other crap. I think I already discussed that once already, and there's discussing it again. But Prime Weld. Hey, like I said, I spent a lot of time myself researching it. You can do your own research. There's a lot of cheaper units out there. There's a bunch of other units out there. But I think for the money and for what I'm going to use it for, really, I'm automotive. I don't do a lot of body work unless it's my own shit. I like to make little widgets and stuff. Sometimes you need to make a little bracket here or there. It does leave a nicer clean cut. I'm going to really try it out on a set of doors that I need to fix the bottom for Project Rat Wrecker. I'm going to replace the inner door bottoms. And I think I'm going to use it on there to cut the old ones out and get it ready. I'm going to give it a try. I don't think it'll warp the metal as bad. I could use a cutoff wheel. I do have a nice cutoff wheel, but I'm going to give it a try because there's some intricate areas that I think that'll work really well in to get it cut apart to replace it. So when I get into that, I'll do a little bit of content on that while I'm using the machine and give a little bit more better talk on how the machine's working out. Like I said, I literally just took it out of the box and plugged it in the wall. It's plugged into 110 right now, like I said earlier. My 220 outlet's different. It's the story of my life. Everything's got to be different. But hey, for the money, I think it was worth it. I'm going to give it a shot. So look, maybe you got something out of that. Maybe you want to buy one. I don't know. I'm not affiliated with these guys or nothing. I just wanted to share what I found. So look, holler at your boy. Keep it reals. It's cold up in this piece. Might turn the heat on. But I'll holler at you on the next one.